What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy. Sorry, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming DraftKings NBA slate. It's a 5-gamer on Sunday, 5K to first. I'm kind of shifting my focus to NBA, so we can kind of focus on that and get ready for the season. I'll still be doing showdowns for NFL, but like I said, kind of main slates NFL. I'm kind of shifting to my roots with the NBA. I like NBA a ton. I like watching it a lot more than NFL. It's kind of my personal bias. But like I said, I'll still be doing showdowns on Thursdays and Mondays for NFL. But we are getting ready for this NBA season. I'm excited about it. I have all the tabs open, as you can tell, for our stats and kind of like that. But before we begin, always hit the like button for me. Definitely subscribe to YouTube channel and ton of you'll know. Starting off for Chicago and Toronto, we'll kind of go over who's out and who's in. Lonzo Ball's obviously out. And then Van Fleet didn't play on Friday, but he should be playing tomorrow. Otto Porter Jr. Yeah, he didn't play on Friday. He should be playing on Sunday. But let's kind of talk about this. So if we look back at Chicago and Toronto, with the Chicago side, let's pull up how the recent game went with Denver. DeRozan saw 24. Devontae Green started and saw 23 minutes. Vucevic 24, Levine 24, and Isle started for 24 minutes. So what we're kind of seeing is the Stars are seeing good minutes. That's what I like to see. I think they're going to get even kind of stay in this range because this is now going to be another preseason game. They're kind of getting closer to the regular season. So let's talk about that. If Javonte Green does start again, let's see. There we go. So if Javonte Green starts again at 3,000, that could be a value at only, like I said, 3,000 and shooting forward and power forward eligibility. Sorry. So I do like Javonte Green if he starts over Patrick Williams. If Patrick Williams starts, then I like him. It's just going to be a pivot on whoever does start. That's who I'll kind of go to at the bottom of the range at 3,000. DeRozan 8-9. That's a hefty price to pay for DeRozan. If he's getting minutes, though, I understand it. Again, shooting forward and power forward eligibility. Vucevic 8-5. This is a good matchup for him. I do like that. Zach LaVine 8,000 is not bad, but I could go elsewhere. If IO does start also at 3,000, I do like that. That's kind of where I'm looking at is who's going to be the bottom of the barrel at 3,000. That's where I'm going to kind of look towards. On the Toronto side, let's talk about this. So I'll close this one out and we'll go to Toronto as it pulls up. Again, my Wi-Fi's here and there sometimes. So Siakam saw 27. Koloko saw 17. OG Anunoby 23. Scotty Barnes 23. Gary Trent 26. So again, Van Fleet did not play. That's going to be the question mark. Is if Van Fleet does play, that will take minutes away from a couple other guys. But Siakam 9-2. I understand the love. He's getting a bulk of the minutes. I like that a ton. Gary Trent, we know he's very scoring dependent, but at 6'3" in the mid range, I could see taking some shots there. Koloko at 3-2. I'd much rather go to one of my Bulls if I had a pick in this game. Again, there's just not much love. I'm really looking at Toronto because look how they spread out the minutes. I mean, 8, 7, 5, 9, 8, 20, 12, 11, 4. They all kind of saw minutes. That's the problem. And if you take Van Fleet into consideration, that's going to kind of affect everything. So to me, it's kind of Siakam and Gary Trent will be the main two guys is what I'm kind of looking at. But let's go to the Pelicans and the Spurs. So let's start with whoever I pulled up. I think it's the Pelicans. Yeah, the Pelicans. Okay, so Zion 20 minutes, Marshall 19. He got into foul trouble. Jonas Valanciunas 18, Devontae Graham 22, and then Murphy 26. So Cheatham, Butler, Ingram, Jones, Lewis, CJ McCollum did not play. So that's what we kind of need to watch for. Is Brandon Ingram, is CJ McCollum, is Herbert Jones playing? Because, again, that will kind of affect everything else. If I had to guess, CJ McCollum wouldn't be playing. I think they're still kind of getting his ankle ready to go for the regular season. Herbert Jones, the ribs. Again, if I had to pick, it would be Brandon Ingram to play. But I'm going to go with the bias of they're not playing. So Zion at 8.86, seeing 20 minutes is I think he'll look good there. But again, 20 minutes is not really a sight to see at 8.6. When I can go elsewhere and I can get 24 or 26 minutes somewhere else. at a similar price tag for one of the superstars, if you want to consider Zion a superstar. Um, but Murphy, 26 minutes, I do like that. If we look at Murphy, 3,000, dirt cheap. Again, I like that. Off the bench, Alvarado, 25 minutes. Is he going to have another 28-point game? We know he's a shooter. We know he is. Um, at 3,000, I don't mind paying dirt cheap for that either. So that's kind of where I'm looking at is Alvarado, Murphy, Marshall. I don't mind that at 3,000 if he's going to get the start again, along with Murphy. And then Devontae Graham, 5-1, not really an option for me. Jonas Valanciunas, 8-1. I mean, not really something I want to look at. We just got news that Jackson Hayes suffers from a torn ligament. So 3,000 for Jackson Hayes. Hayes saw 23 minutes. So where are those minutes going to go now? Is that going to go to Herman Gomez at 3-7? Because we could see that. So take out, like I said, where was it? 23 minutes from Jackson Hayes. We could see minutes for possibly Butler. I mean, John Butler, 3,000. Could he see minutes? That's the biggest question mark. Interesting. So I'll be interested to see what happens with Jackson Hayes minutes. That could, like I said, lead to more Herman Gomez minutes. That could lead to more Marshall minutes. Because Jackson Hayes is a power forward. So we'll see. We'll see. On the Spurs side, so let's pull up the Spurs game. 18 for Bates Diop, 19 for Pirtle, Jones 21, Richardson 18, Vassell 25. Kellen Johnson didn't play. Camp didn't play. The minutes are spread out. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Do I want to pay some for Pirtle going against Jonas Valanciunas? Not really. Devin Vassell 5-2. Not really something I would like to see. I mean, he's seeing 25 minutes, so I get it. So, I mean, I don't mind taking a shot on Vassell at 5-2 price. Like everybody else is kind of a meh to me. Trey Jones, I'd much rather go elsewhere for guaranteed minutes. So I'm kind of just seeing the Spurs and saying, meh, I can go elsewhere. Let's go to the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors, which we'll get to the Golden State Warriors kind of drama in a second. But let's start with the Lakers. On the Lakers side, LeBron James, Davis, Westbrook, all Schroeder, all Q tags. Let's talk about Shooter for a second. So he's not practicing Saturday, so I don't imagine him playing. If we look at Westbrook, really see why he wouldn't play. Let's look at it though. So Westbrook didn't play last game. Schroeder didn't play. Anthony Davis didn't play. LeBron James didn't play. Okay, so let's start with if they don't play. We'll go with that narrative first. So Thomas Bryant, 26, Reeves, 21, Scottie Pippen, 33, Christie, 32. This is where you're going to get your value. This is where you're going to get your dirt cheaps where they're saying minutes. So Christie, 3-1, Reeves, 3,000. This is where your value is going to be, is on this Lakers team. I know it's ugly. I get it. I get it. I mean, who would want to play Scottie Pippen Jr.? Who would want to play Christie at 32 minutes? I get it. They're not popular names, but you're going to want to see, you're going to want minutes, or you're going to want to basically see guaranteed floor time. So that's kind of why I don't mind taking shots on this Lakers team. If they're going to see minutes right here with Bryant, Reeves, Pippen, Christie, 32, I don't mind that at all. I'll take the minutes and run with it, especially at lower ownership. But if the Lakers do play James, play Davis, play Westbrook, I'm off this Lakers team. That's where your bulk of the production is going to be. I don't really like the price tags either. So let's start with Golden State, though. Let's talk about them for a minute. So Draymond Green. When's he signing with PFL? Or when's he going to sign with Bellator? That's going to be the interesting kind of scheme. But Draymond Green's stepping away from the team, so we need to talk about it. We need to talk about minutes. Because what are we? We're degenerates. We're playing preseason basketball. So Draymond Green, take away those 17 minutes. Where do they go? That's, again, the question mark for today. Is it going to be Kuminga seeing a little bit more minutes? Is it going to be Patrick Baldwin Jr. seeing a little bit more minutes? We'll see. On this Warriors team, though, we saw Wiggins 16, Looney 15, Curry 17, Poole 18. Is Poole okay? I mean, is he going to be okay from the sucker punch? I mean, do we need to watch out for injury concerns? It's drama. It's crazy. Steph Curry 9-5 though. If you want to pay out for Steph Curry, he can get it done in 10 minutes. Literally, he can go lights out and break the slate in 10 minutes for all we know. But again, Patrick Baldwin, 4-5, little bit of pricey. I'm kind of just staying away from this Golden State team and kind of saying, hey, let's see another fight. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Let's talk about Portland though. They played in kind of a, I don't want to say garbage game, but it wasn't against the NBA team, but we did see the already a non-NBA team win. So um let's talk about it. So Eubanks 20, Wofford 20, Little 18, Brandon Williams 21, and Keon Johnson 31. So here's the deal. Here is the deal. So if I remember right, they weighed Brandon Williams. Again, if I remember right, because I don't think Brandon. Yeah, I'm about to say they weighed Brandon Williams. So here's the deal. I think that Lillard's going to play. I think Nurkic is going to see minutes. I think they're going to run starters. I don't think they really wanted to run starters last game because again, that wasn't against the NBA team. Like I said, I don't mean any discretion or like that. I'm not trying to be rude, but it wasn't like it wasn't the Kings or it wasn't the Timberwolves. And it wasn't the Thunder. So Lillard 9,000. We know he plays minutes in preseason. We know he got good minutes a couple games ago. I'll take a shot on him at 9,000. I'll take a shot on Nurkic at 7,700. But we'll just kind of take the approach of let's go elsewhere. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the Kings though. Bringing up their stats. So Sabonis 15, Acapella 10, Barnes 16, Bucks 16, Horder 14. And what that means, starters aren't getting minutes. When you have the bench, this whole entire bench play over 5 minutes, that's not a sight to see. So if I had to take a shot at anyone, I'll take a shot on Keegan Murray at 4-6. Other than that, I'm not taking shots on the superstars here. Last game of the slate, the Wolves versus the Clippers. Let's talk about the Clippers. Or let's talk about the Wolves. My bad. Let's talk about the Wolves first. That's what I have pulled up. So McDaniels 20, Edwards 23, Gobert 17, Reed 18, Russell 19. The bench pretty much all saw over 10 minutes. So here we are. So Edwards 23, I like that. I like that at 7-8. I don't mind taking a shot on him. McDaniels at 3,000. If he gets to start again, I don't mind taking a shot on him at dirt cheap. That's kind of where I'm looking at. I'm not really high on Towns and Gobert. I'll take a shot on Edwards though. Then let's talk about the Clippers. Alrighty. So Batum 14, Lillard 16, Zubac 17, Jackson 14, Paul George 16. And then the bench kind of also around 15 to 20 minutes. So Kawhi Leonard 9-7. If you want to take a shot on him, I don't mind it. Again, if you want a superstar, take a shot on him. And then Paul George 9-3. I'll rather go to Kawhi. John Wall's interesting at 6-8, who saw 14 minutes. I know the name value is there, but at 6'8", it's a little bit expensive. Xavier Moon saw 20 minutes last game at 3,000. We'll see if that happens again. But kind of where I'm looking at again, dirt cheap value. I'll take a shot on the Bulls. I'll take a shot on the Lakers for my kind of low end value. And the superstar wise, I'll take a shot on Lillard. I'll take a shot on, like I said, D'Lo on the Minnesota side. Or who did I say on the Minnesota side? Wait, on Anthony Edwards. My bad. Edwards at 7-8. Toronto, I'm gonna get some superstars there also, like Siakam. That's kind of where I'm looking at for this 5-gamer. I'm excited about this. I'm excited for preseason. You all know I love me some basketball, like I said earlier. So that wraps it. Safe for us, though. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great and safe rest of the night. Have a good one.